KTM's success means it has now lost access to MotoGP's concession package. But a recent MSMA ruling means they can make changes for 2021 despite the COVID technical freeze in place for Honda, Ducati, Yamaha and Suzuki. Still confused? Let us explain some more. With 3 MotoGP podiums, including 2 victories already this season, plus a further rostrum at Valencia 2018, KTM has now sailed past the threshold of 6 concession points. Concession points, 3 for first, 2 for second, 1 for third, are the method by which manufacturers gain or lose access to a range of technical perks, designed to help those struggling to reach the podium. During a normal season, concessions include extra engine changes, exemption from the in-season engine development freeze, extra private testing, and extra wildcard entries. However, due to the special COVID technical freeze, KTM will only be fully equal with Honda, Yamaha, Ducati and Suzuki at the start of 2022. Once a manufacturer crosses the 6-point limit, they immediately lose access to some testing perks, with the other concession privileges then withdrawn from the start of the following season. That will also apply to KTM, which has immediately lost the right to unlimited private testing with its Grand Prix riders, while factory test riders Dani Pedrosa and Mika Kallio can only test at nominated circuits, rather than anywhere, next season. But the difference compared to when Suzuki lost access to concessions during 2018 is due to the extended freeze on engine development announced earlier this year, to reduce costs following the COVID pandemic. That agreement stated non-concession manufacturers must start the 2021 season using March 2020 engines and aerodynamic parts, with no engine evolution allowed until the end of 2021. Therefore, Honda, Ducati, Yamaha and Suzuki must race with the same engine spec from the start of the 2020 season until the start of the 2022 World Championship. But for anyone, and in this case KTM, losing concessions during 2020, no engine evolution until 2022, clashes with the existing following season grace period, during which engines are redesigned to cope with the extra mileage needed without concessions. During a normal season, concession riders are allowed 9 rather than 7 engine changes. That difference has been maintained during the shorter 2020 campaign, with 7 engines allowed for KTM and Aprilia, compared with 5 for Honda, Ducati, Yamaha and Suzuki. KTM has confirmed to Crash.net that at a recent MSMA Manufacturers Association meeting, with the extra durability in mind, they were given the green light to develop their engine over the winter until the start of the 2021 season. Due to the special COVID freeze, the Austrian factory will therefore not be under the exact same engine rules as the other non-concession constructors until the start of the 2022 season, when engine changes can also be introduced by Honda, Ducati, Yamaha and Suzuki. So, the big question is, do KTM's rivals have much to fear? Since KTM's first focus will be on achieving the added reliability required for next season, it seems unlikely that RC16 will make a big surge in performance. After all, the easiest way to extend engine life to compensate for having 2 fewer engines is to reduce the maximum RPM. As such, KTM's engine department might be satisfied if they can maintain this year's impressive engine performance over the longer mileage required next season. Although KTM and Aprilia also joined this year's COVID technical freeze, they were given a few extra months to develop their 2020 engines before the deadline. Those with concessions for 2021, now only Aprilia, can then develop their engines as normal throughout next season, while KTM's 2021 engine update can't be changed until 2022. There will thus be no chance to alter the design of any troublesome parts during next season. Further suggesting a radical overhaul of the RC16 power plant this winter is unlikely. Whilst KTM gets lucky, you might be wondering about Honda. With world champion Marc Marquez currently injured, Honda is yet to take a podium. Under normal circumstances, if a MotoGP manufacturer completes 1 full season without a podium, they are granted concessions the following year. But due to the special shortened season, that will not be the case in 2020, when concessions can only be lost, but not gained. Do you think the concession rules are fair? Will KTM be able to unlock a super engine for 2021? What do you think? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Crash MotoGP.